Well, thank you, Simone. The new information tonight in Pine Bluff. Police are investigating the death of a male found dead earlier this morning in a ravine. According to police, a resident made the shocking discovery while cutting the grass. Police say the man's body was located near the 3900 block between Cherry Street and Linden Street. The body has been sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab to help determine the official cause of death. At this time, Pine Bluff Police says no further information is available, and anyone with information is urged to contact police. And the Newport community is mourning the loss of school resource officer Michael Long. Officer Michael Long spent years serving in his community in law enforcement, including working closely with students in Newport schools. He is remembered as a mentor, protector, and friend who made a lasting impact on students, faculty, and families. The Newport Police Department is asking the community to keep Long's loved ones, fellow officers, and the school community in their thoughts. And as Memorial Day weekend approaches, first responders spent time at Lake Hamilton preparing for heavy traffic on the water. THV 11's Tanya Motorziskis was there as emergency crews took part in specialized boating rescue training ahead of one of the busiest weekends of the year.
Hundreds of people are expected to pack Lake Hamilton this Memorial Day weekend.
Every year we have more boats on the lakes. We have more boat incidents on the lakes as well.
But before crowds arrive, first responders in Garland County are making sure they're ready for an emergency on the water.
We hope to achieve perfection, obviously. Anything our guys do, they want to be the best at. So not only that, but we want to protect our community.
Last Labor Day weekend, tragedy rocked the Hot Springs community after 3 people died in a boating collision. Lake Hamilton Fire Department Chief Doug Davies says crews are now training on new safety equipment to help prevent future tragedies.
Lessons learned. Every call we get, we try to get better at what we do. Last year we had several people pass away due to boat incidents. And we want to be better prepared to serve our community and serve the people coming to the lake.
Thanks to a nearly $160,000 grant from Entergy in 2024, Lake Hamilton emergency crews received new rescue dive equipment, lifting bags for sunken vessels, and 3 new boats. And for the first time, crews are training on all that new equipment together.
It's incredibly important for us to keep these lakes beautiful for the state of Arkansas and the next generation of Arkansans and all the incredible tourists, all the many tourists that come here.
Crews spent the day learning how to lift sunken boats out of the water and reviewing response protocols. Also now, Pafford medics will be on every fire department boat at the lake. Davey says he wants people to have fun but be safe.
The more resources we have that we can do this type of stuff, dive, rescue swimmers, fight fire on the lakes, it protects our community, and our citizens are better off for that.
First responders say the best way to stay safe while on the boat, because we can't say enough, is of course wear your life jacket, be vigilant and aware on the water, and never boat under the influence. At Lake Hamilton, I'm Tanya Motorzitzky, THV 11 News.
Now, Chief Davies says that they are increasing staffing on holiday weekends, including next weekend for Memorial Day celebrations. And access to legal help can be hard and expensive to find, but earlier today, and North Little Rock community members were able to get answers without the cost. Lion Legal Partners hosted a free legal clinic at the Lehman Library, connecting people with attorneys for one-on-one guidance from family law and debt issues to expungements and end-of-life planning. Organizers say the goal was to make legal support more accessible for those who need it most. And paying cash can get you a discount on gas at many gas stations, but lawmakers are working on another cost saver, a fuel tax holiday. Benton County State Representative Kendon Underwood wants Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders to call a special session so the legislature could pass a bill to put the state gas tax on hold. The Republican proposal mirrors an idea floated by President Donald Trump when it comes to the federal tax. Well, the drawbacks: gas taxes go directly into highway funding, meaning less money for maintenance and road improvement projects. Some call it a tough call for a temporary trade-off.
By doing this, we're easing that burden for not only Arkansas families, but for farmers who are putting food on the table, truckers who are pushing the supply chain in Arkansas. And so I think this would be a big benefit.
Any talk of suspending state gas tax is an ill-advised plan. It's not going to make that big a difference for 90 days to the individual taxpayer.
Underwood's proposal calls for a 90-day tax holiday. When asked, Governor Sanders did not specifically support the plan, but said she's trying to find the best solution that won't hurt the economy. And a U.S. aircraft carrier that's been at sea for nearly a full year, the most since any U.S. vessel since the Vietnam era, is back home. This comes as Pakistan officials are in the Tehran this weekend, working to solidify a deal between the U.S. and Iran in order to bring the conflict in the region to an end. CBS News' Olivia Rinaldi is in Washington with the details.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth welcomed the sailors of the USS Ford Carrier Group home on Saturday after the aircraft carrier completed an 11-month deployment, which included a mission to the Middle East during the war in Iran.
I see the sign out there for 331 days. An extraordinary amount of time for naval deployment. And then you were called yet again and extended yet again to the Middle East to be a part of ensuring that Iran never gets a nuclear weapon. A historic mission that we will finish. You started, it will be finished.
This comes as the U.S. conflict with Iran approaches the 3-month mark. On Friday, President Trump reiterated his belief that the U.S. is doing well.
We've wiped out their armed forces, essentially. We may have to do a little cleanup work because we had a little month-long ceasefire, I guess you'd call it, but we have a blockade that's so effective. That's why we did the ceasefire.
This weekend, Pakistani officials are in Tehran in a bid to keep peace talks between the U.S. and Iran on track. Their visit comes on the heels of the Iranian foreign minister saying on Friday that Iran remains open to serious negotiations but has no trust in the U.S. A ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran has been in effect since early April, but a formal and lasting peace agreement has yet to be reached. On Saturday, thousands gathered in Washington, D.C. to lobby for an end to violence being carried out by the Iranian regime. Olivia Rinaldi, CBS News, Washington.
Well, coming up tonight, the Old Mill celebrates 50 years as a new North Little Rock City Park. How the landmark tied to the Gone with the Wild Wind continues, making memories generations later.